Delivering the closing remarks, National Assembly President Dr Xaysomphone Phomvihane said the National Assembly, or NA, has adopted the drafts of two national agendas that spell out measures to address the country's financial and economic difficulties and tackle the problem of drug abuse and trade, saying the session achieved its goals as planned.
ในโอกาสนี้ข้าพเจ้าขอประกาศปิดกองประชุมสมัยวิสามัญเทื่อที่หนึ่งของสภาแห่งชาติสุดเก่าอย่างเป็นทางการนับแต่นี้เป็นต้นไปขอขอบใจ
Closing the first extraordinary session on Tuesday, the National Assembly's 9th legislature also approved amendments to 5 laws relating to tax, value-added tax, income tax, excess tax, and drugs. The laws will support the fulfillment of the national agenda.
เพื่อเป็นบทเรียนในการจัดตั้งปฏิบัติให้เป็นขบวนการอย่างกว้างขวางและได้รับผลสำเร็จตามคาดหมายที่วางไว้
Delivering the closing remarks, National Assembly President Dr Xaysomphone Phomvihane said the session achieved its goals as planned. Also in attendance at the closing session were party and state leaders as well as retired leaders. The government plans to roll out the two national agendas over the course of 2.5 years until the end of 2023. The National Agenda on Solutions to Financial and Economic Difficulties has set core targets to be achieved by 2023 as follows. Reduce public debt to not more than 64.5% of gross domestic product or GDP, with foreign debt of not more than 55.4% of GDP, foreign reserves to be sufficient for the purchase of at least 3 months of imports. Manage non-performing loans so they remain at not more than 3% of all loans. The National Assembly session approved 5 core actions presented by the government to address financial and economic difficulties as follows. Promote production to reduce imports and increase exports. Strengthen revenue collection. Promote austerity, prevent extravagance, ensure sufficient state investment and spending, along with efficient payments of domestic and foreign debts. Stabilize the value of the key. Increase efficiency of the rule of law. The National Assembly session also approved 6 core actions presented by the government to fulfill the national agenda on solutions to the abuse of and trade in drugs as follows. Raise public awareness of the dangers of drugs and disseminate the laws and regulations relating to narcotic drugs. Formulate and amend laws and regulations concerning narcotic drugs. Improve organizational structure and upgrade the capability of law enforcement agencies. Increase effectiveness of management and supervision concerning narcotic drugs. Improve capacity to tackle drug-related issues. Increase international cooperation. During the National Assembly session, lawmakers were reported on the COVID-19 outbreak and measures imposed by the government to curb the spread of the virus and mitigate the impacts of the pandemic. On Tuesday, the last day of the 5-day session, Vietnamese President Nguyen Xuan Phuc delivered a speech that highlighted the journey and growing time-honored friendly relations, comprehensive cooperation, and special solidarity between Laos and Vietnam. President Thongloun Sisoulith was also present at the session on Tuesday. The Vietnamese president and his delegation were in Laos for an official goodwill visit, during which he also attended the official handover of the new National Assembly building, which the Vietnamese government financed as a gift to Laos. Dr Xaysomphone said the visit by President Nguyen Xuan Phuc, his address at the National Assembly session, and the handover of the National Assembly building were milestones in Laos-Vietnam relations and cooperation.